Hey, welcome to Clock It with AD Bryant. Oh, yeah, Clock It with AD Bryant. I'm kind of showing off here. I may be doing this a lot. Clock It with AD Bryant only because I got a little hardware that I want to share. So it's one of those things. But you know how we do. Have to show out every now and then. But it's an exciting show today. But as you know, we have to uh, pay our bills. You know how we do. We got to pay our bills. So first, let's talk about the sponsors. Sponsors is always is humble bully. I ain't no bully, but don't push me. You know, is humble bully. The next sponsor, the Fellowship of Faith Church. The Fellowship of Faith Church. That's Pastor Gonner. I'm gonna tell you something. I love my sponsors because the sponsors are always, again, they're sponsoring the show. They sponsor whether we go in overtime or whatever, but they are our sponsors. And I am so appreciative of all of our sponsors. Then we have Unseen Faith. That's by Tyler Renee. If you're looking for a 30-day devotional, you have to go and look at Unseen Faith. Look it up. Unseen Faith by Tyler Renee. Next one is Inspired by TA. We don't need it to be easy. We just need it to be possible. And if you haven't heard that story about TA, you're missing out on a good one. It's Inspired by TA. Again, we don't need it to be easy. We just need it to be possible. Then the last one is Let's Eat, striving towards intentional togetherness, intentional communication, and intentional love. Let's eat. Now, we paid our bills. Now it's time to bring in a few people. We're going to start. I'm going to start to my left, and I'm going to bring in him first. We're still waiting on one, but I'm going to bring him in. He is the new head men's basketball coach. You've probably seen him. He's won many awards, the Ben Job Award a few times, and won the SWAC a few times. Been to the tournament. He was at the NCAA tournament, won a tournament game. You may know him. He's our own head men's basketball coach. That's Coach Dante Jackson.
What's going on? What's going on? How y'all doing? I'm in the building, baby.
You are in the building. You, as I think Kenny Smith said, he's in the building, y'all. He's in
the
building. Hey, Coach. Now, the person I'm about to bring on, actually, she needs no introduction. She has come to the Hill and have done yeoman's work in year one, but looking to even duplicate and do better from this past year. She's been in the SWAC. She has been very successful in the SWAC. We're excited to have her. Let's give it up for, again, our own Miss Diva Coach, our own Coach Don.
Yeah, she in the
building. She too is in the building. Now, this guy, everybody knows him. You go around the state of Alabama, everybody knows him. I'm like, good Lord. I thought the name Paul Bryant was special. I thought being in Alabama, Paul Bryant was huge. Boy, I tell you, everywhere I go, they talk about this guy. They're excited about this guy. They're coming over. They want to do different welcoming parties for this guy because he is Mr. Alabama. Let's bring in our own head football coach, Coach Sam Shade.
I like it. Hello, everybody.
Coach Shade, he's in his car. He got spotty Wi-Fi, I see. But Hey, this is the trilogy. So we talk about the trifecta. We talk about the three things. You talk about a couple things, and y'all three. I'm kind of excited because we have this caravan that we're talking about going on, but we're gonna talk about that a little bit later. But before we start, let me tell you, Coach Shade, he's gonna be in and out because he's on the road. So I'm gonna bring him back in, and he's gonna get his internet together, his Wi-Fi together. But let me tell you, if y'all don't know the rules, we typically go 15 minutes. We put 15 minutes on the clock. It's a fast pace. However, today we got three bad coaches. Bad. I'm talking about three that can get it done anywhere they go. So we may have to we had those sponsors. I'll show you the sponsors. They actually sponsor a little bit more of overtime because I know y'all want to hear from these coaches. However, I'm going to start the clock like I always do. All right. So now clock is rolling. Wait a minute before. Well, we got some people talking about the big three, the diva herself. The chase is on. Good Bulldog evening feed. So that's From the Hill podcast. We're excited. We always love From the Hill podcast. They present and do well by athletics and A&M. So we love them. So the first question, tell the audience about your transition to the Hill. Let's start with ladies first, and then we'll follow up with Coach Jack.
Well, what's up, everybody? AD, Dr. Bryant, thank you so much for allowing me to be on here. But this transition, actually getting here has been wonderful. It's felt like family. The community has embraced the women's basketball program. We've brought some excitement back. So, we're just going to continue to build up on the momentum as we go into year 2. It's been real awesome.
Yes, it has. And Coach Jack, before you go, this guy says, Buenos dias. Ruben.
Tell him I said gracias.
All right, Coach Jack. What about your transition to the Hill?
Oh man, I'm still dead in the transition. It's been great. The one thing I could piggyback off Coach Dawn Thornton, man. First off, it's been a pleasure working with her. She's been, somebody I lean on, make phone calls to, show a little love to, and she makes sure, she showed the love back. So, man, I really appreciate her and just being able to have that good working relationship. And then the other thing of it is that, the transition between just administration has been great because there's so many people I know I've worked with in the past. And, it's been a great transition, still trying to learn some processes. So I'm always in Dawn asking her, well, what about this and what about that? I know she ain't getting sick of me yet, but I just be trying to figure out how to do it the right way.
Well, but you know what, both of y'all come to the Hill, y'all have a different vibe. You got an exciting vibe, and that's something that we love to see. So I do, for me as the AD, have my coaches working together. It's remarkable. And I want to say this: you guys have done something that hasn't been done at A&M. Maybe Coach Don, because you've been here and you've seen it start. Tell everybody about this head coaches meeting that this alliance that you guys have created.
One thing that I think that we've been intentional about is we want to make sure that we can continue to push the brand, the A&M brand, the culture that every coach that's currently right now serving in roles are understanding that we are trying to push Alabama A&M in every household in America. And in order to do that, we feel like we can start right here at the core with our student athletes and getting them to buy in collectively and being a unit as one, to stand as a whole, as student athletes, and building that camaraderie amongst each other. It starts with us as head coaches, so we really and truly want to continue to foster those relationships and cultivate what that looks like, so we can push that same type of love to our student athletes.
So you're all the head coaches are meeting how routinely?
Once a month, maybe.
Right now we meet once a month.
Yeah.
Because y'all meet
It's-
We
without
waiting on
AD.
we waiting on your meeting. No, we waiting on your meeting. We gonna invite you in. We waiting on it. We waiting.
You know, we want to have our bullet points together for when you come. We
I
don't want to
love
waste no time. We want to have bullet points together.
I tell you,
Tay,
this
Tay,
is,
because he gonna come with receipts. He coming with receipts, Tay.
I laugh because I said those are my head coaches. But you know what? That's the type of leadership that I'm talking about. That leadership that you don't have to really micromanage. You don't have to, that's not who I am anyway. But to see y'all taking this to another level is second to none. And I do appreciate that as
And,
the
and can I piggyback on that? One thing I can say, it's some great brainstorming going on in those meetings, because we're all thinking about different ways of enhancing the brand, and we're all trying to piggyback off each other about somebody come up with a good idea. Maybe that works for our program, whether that good idea works for the institution. We're trying to just make sure that we do our part, of making sure that all of us are successful as a collective instead of just one of us.
Right. And again, as the leader, for us to be successful, for us to get that commissioner's cup that we want to get, we all got to work together. All got to work. So great job. So any new staff we should know about? I'm gonna say, Coach Jack, you kind of talked about your staff before, but is there anything new there that you feel that you want to share? And I know Coach Don, you may have something as well.
Yeah, I mean, so it's great to have my guys coming in from Grambling. Kyle Jones has been with me 8 years. DeVars Walker been with me 3 years. Cameron Prather been with me 2 years. The best thing is we're creating a position for Jerome Gray. I believe that's happening with the women's team with the director of operations, which can help streamline processes and make sure that we are being compliant as possible and getting things done in a timely manner. And then just having retaining Coach Cochran, who's working with the president, but is being able to help out with the men's basketball program is just great, man. So it's been a great time for us to be able to figure that out. Now I'm into trying to figure out GAs in the middle of recruiting. And I'm like, hold on, man. I'm worried about players. Y'all talk about GAs. I'm worried about players, baby. Players. Give me the Jimmies and Joes.
we gonna get them. I know you're gonna get them. So I already know you're gonna get the players, and we welcome back Coach Shades. But Coach Don, go ahead and answer that question about your staff.
Well, I was able to, just coming off of a great year. Coach Brianna Brown has been promoted. We're going to do something official for her as our recruiting coordinator. She straight killed it this offseason this year, bringing in some top recruits. But I think she was able to do it in conjunction with our new hire that we have coming up. I don't want to release no names and nothing like that. But we got to steal. I got an assistant that's coming out of the ACC. Straight from the West Coast. And so, he's done a phenomenal job laying his footprint all up and down the West Coast and from Arizona all the way up to Washington. So really excited about what he's bringing to the table. He came in and straight remixed this thing. I was looking at the way I've been recruiting. Y'all know I'm a great recruiter. But he came in, he was like, nah, we ain't even recruiting them type of kids no more. We on this. So it's going to be a whole different new look to the women's basketball team next year. It's going to be totally different from what I've ever coached, and I'm excited about it.
Hey, so From the Hill podcast said, now don't get me excited. Don't get me excited.
Now, y'all know when I start talking now, you know me now.
It is an exciting time, but let's see. Coach Shade, it appears that you off camera. Coach, can you hear us? Let me tell you what Coach is doing. Coach is on his way. He's recruiting too. He's on the road. So we're going to give him a pass today as far as his internet. But I'm going to tell you this. There's one question that everybody want to know. And now it's time for y'all to talk it up. Talk about the players. They keep talking about, well, yeah, we hear from this school. We heard from that school. We not hearing from A&M. I just sit back and I watch and read the comments. I laugh because sometimes, you don't want to tell everything that you got, right? So you sit back and you make things happen. I always say, sit back and watch, as I also trust the process. But I've seen some young men and young women come across the campus, come across my office, just on sight. They look like they dogs. On sight. Again, I ain't seen them play. Y'all, that's what y'all do. So y'all, can y'all mention a little bit about any of your potential players that you signed? We're going to stay compliant. That you signed.
Well, I'm always ladies first.
Okay, Coach D.
Thank you, Coach Jackson. I feel like I'm on a talk show host right now, like in Squares or something. But we did a great job killing the portal this year. Really and truly wanted to increase our speed. We wanted to be able to play a little faster than what we've already started, what we've been doing. I thought that, we suffered from the depth at the post position, and I think we filled that vacancy. We got the top post player in the conference, Miss Jada Belton, a transfer from Texas Southern. And if you know anything about Jada, I think Jada has had 20 plus double games out of 33 games.
Wait a
so
minute, Coach,
adding her with
Coach, I don't mean to cut you off. You say you got who? What's her name?
We got Miss Jada Belton from Texas Southern University.
That's what I clock it. Yes,
first team all conference.
Yes, sir.
First team all conference.
That's what's up. Okay.
And
okay.
So,
my bad.
And she will be joining Mo Davenport, and those from Alabama, the state of Alabama. Mo will be putting her talent on the front stage. She's from Troy, Alabama. She played for the USA 16 and under. She's a gold medalist out of high school, top post player in the country, transferred from University of Georgia to Rutgers, to Pine Bluff, to here finally with me, and she'll complete her last year here at A&M. So she set out all year last year, and so we're excited about her. And here's a little tea about Mo. Mo is training right now because she wants to get drafted to go to the WNBA. So she's putting in some serious work. And we also have Karaya Beck. Karaya Beck was the first team all conference last year, coming up off of a torn Achilles injury, but she is 100% and back working hard. And she was first team all conference with me at Arkansas Pine Bluff. Now we putting that together with all the transfers that we hadn't really even talked about. Just know we got 6-foot guards, we got 5'7", 5'8" point guards, and we about 6'3", 6'4" in the post. So we're gonna be long, athletic, and we will be able to rebound. I heard y'all all year behind me. So my rebound. We got some rebounders. Okay. All right, clock that. I'm done.
Clock it, Coach. But I gotta say this about Mo. Mo, I've watched her. Mo is like, she's a true dog, but she has a talent that a lot of people don't know, and that's that crocheting. Mo, isn't that Mo?
Mo, mm-hmm.
She crochets.
Mo is, yes, Mo crochets.
So talented. So I'm excited to watch her. Now, Coach Jack, you up?
I'm up, man. Listen, man. We come in here with I guess with a live arsenal. You know what I'm saying? We come here with a live arsenal, man. We start with a first team all league preseason player of the year, Contavious Dozier, first team all state in Alabama, first team all JUCO player in Alabama, and we got a chance to bring him with us from Grambling. He graduated from Grambling in 2 years and gonna come here and start his master's degree program. So super excited that Contavious want to spend his last year with me. I guess like same with Don. Mean a lot when your kids leave your old school to come with you to the new school. I guess you're doing something right. So, I guess you're doing something right.
You kept saying one word. Alabama.
Yeah.
Alabama.
It's from Alabama, man. So it's big time to have him. So we just signed another kid, 6'4" point guard from Southern Union, junior college out of Alabama. Got a lot of ties in Alabama with these junior college kids, but he's a kid from Tallahassee, but he played JUCO in Alabama, 6'4" point guard, Taj Davis, and then signed another kid that's really, really, really talented. top 5 JUCO player in the country. Karan Davis was at the University of Louisville, came with us, led LA in scoring. I mean, well, I won't say California JUCO League in scoring, averaged about 24, 5 and 5. So he gets the chance to come here to the Hill and, be a player. So we excited about, having those guys. Still working on filling in a few more. We're bringing in some other guys with us that was on the team sitting out at Grambling. Got a James Graham, played at the University of Maryland. He's going to be coming in with us. Big Sam Onu, 6'11" kid that played at the University of Memphis. So I'm excited about these guys coming, man, to be able to help us, start this new tradition here on the Hill. So I can't say that we're done, because we're still looking for 2 more dogs, and we want big dogs, not the little ones, big dogs. so we still looking, and we still, it's still on the prowl right now. We hunting it out.
Well, I tell you what, what I get excited about, because again, my coaches are excited, and when they're excited about who they have and the season upcoming, that's what gets me excited. That's why I work as hard as I do to make sure y'all continue to do what y'all do. Now, Coach Sam Shade, we see you back. We're going to ask you a couple of quick questions. I see you're on mute, but can you take yourself off mute?
I'm off mute. Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you, big dog.
But hey, real quick, Coach. So tell us, you talked about your coaches before. Any new additions to your staff?
I'll say that again. Say that again.
Do you have any new additions to your staff?
No, actually, no new additions from early on in the year. We brought in some guys back in February, and pretty much rounded out our staff. So no staff changes after spring ball. Got through spring practice. Good thing about spring practice, didn't really have any major injuries. So that's always, when you can go 50,
yes,
you go
sir.
50 pads and not have those injuries, that's huge. Also, the portal opened up for us the middle of April, and we've had quite a few guys come in on visits. I'm one of those guys. We signed some high school guys. We signed 17 high school guys back in February. But in today's football, you've got to be able to fill some of those needs that you have, some as far as experience and guys that can come in and play right now. So that's what we tried to do in the portal so far. It's going pretty good. We filled some needs that we've had offensively and defensively, and we're excited about it.
So any names that you could say, do you prefer not to? Just any particular names for players that you brought in?
Well, in football, we brought in quite a few. So if I can't name them all right now, I prefer not to, start naming them. But we definitely feel some needs in a lot of different places. And that's the thing about football. You've got 11 starters on each side of the ball, so that's 22. And we had some serious needs, so we brought in quite a few guys. So, we'll kind of maybe, I guess, get a chance to talk a little bit more this summer once we get those guys on campus and get them into our program and, maybe start talking about those guys a little bit, because some of those guys actually, there's paperwork that has to be done that make sure that we don't mention anybody that hadn't signed that paperwork yet.
That's exactly right. Well, coaches, I'm going to tell you, that's staying compliant, bro, and I appreciate that. But you know what? There's a caravan that's going to go for you 3 in particular, and not that we're omitting any other coaches at all. We have the 3 new coaches, and they, the community and statewide, they want to see. So we're going to be traveling from here. We're going to go to Tuscaloosa. We're going to go to Birmingham, Mobile, Montgomery. And we're going to show alumni. We want you to come out and talk to our coaches. This is going to be a caravan with these 3. These 3 will be with us, and we're going to travel. We want to raise some money. We have this NIL thing that's going on, and pay the players. And there's a lot that we need. And so these three will be on the caravan out talking to you all. We're going to bring them up front and close where you guys can ask them any questions that you have. But coaches, what is the, as we close out this session, it's a 15-minute session. However, time ran out, but we have sponsors, and I'm going to go and talk about the sponsors one more time. But we want to know, how can we follow you on social media? Because as you know, okay, Diva Don, we're going to wait. You last this time. You last, because there's a special question for you on that. Coach Jack, how can they follow you? You're on mute.
You can follow me on Instagram at Taejacks, TAEJACKS, and you can follow me on Twitter at Coach Taejacks, at Coach TAEJACKS. One funny thing, well, I would say one random thing. People say, "Why you put an A in your name, or you on the Twitter and the E or whatever?" Just a little tidbit. My childhood cousin passed away when I was in college. So we did everything together as kids. When my sophomore year of college, he passed away. But his name was Dante, and my name was Dante. My name was Doc because I love playing basketball, and his name was Dante. So that's how they separated us, was Doc and Dante. But his name ended with an A, mine ended with an E. So to always pay homage to my cousin, I put him in all my links.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. Good. All right, Coach Sam Shea, how can they follow you?
Well, they can follow me on X at Coach_Sam_Shade. That's one place they can follow me. And also they can follow me on Instagram at Shade31. They can follow me there on Instagram, and on Facebook, obviously just Samuel, basically. So don't follow me. But
and Coach Shade, I'm gonna say this.
I'm excited about getting out of the caravan, man. I'm excited about it. I really am, and get an opportunity to get out there and get with some of our alums.
Yes. So you know what, Coach Sam Shea, the one thing I can say, you're on social media, and that's what everybody wanted to see. Everybody wanted to see our football coach on social media. So great job. Now, Coach Don Thornton, we know that you are the diva coach, but there is multiple ways. And you know what? You have done a phenomenal job at raising the brand, right? We talk about brand. You have done that for your personal brand. And as they look at your personal brand, they end up coming to the A&M Bulldog brand. So there's a after effect of that, so we appreciate that. So how can they follow you?
Well, I am on X at Diva, DIVA, Coach AAMU. And all of my Instagram followers, my Instagram people, you can follow me at Dawn the Diva Coach. That's DAWN the Diva Coach. Y'all follow me. Follow me. We lit over here.
Hey, follow everybody. And I'm gonna tell you this. And Coach Shea kind of went out, but listen, my staff, I love my staff, all of my staff. I met with Roderick Smothers and Dexter Williams and Shatrice. I said Shatrice. I can't believe I said that. Rice. Sharice. Catrice is my niece. Sharice is my staff. Clark. So I met with them today. And everybody out there, listen to this. This is going to be a challenge. And so I'm telling you, Coach Jack, you, Coach Don, I know Coach Sam is not, but this is for you too. We're about to do a challenge. It's a season, general admission season ticket challenge. It's going to be so lit. It's the Divine Nine Challenge, right? The winner, yes, sir.
Where my noobs at?
Yeah. The winner gets my box, skybox, at homecoming?
Oh, homecoming?
Yes.
Clock
Listen.
Oh.
Clock that. Now, this is going to be a challenge. The minimum that you can get is 100. That's the minimum. Everything over that, I'm going to tell you now, it's about to go down. You get my skybox for homecoming. The winner of the challenge.
Be clear. Be clear what you're saying.
Clear.
I want to make sure that I understand. I want to make sure I understand. We can only, this is for Greeks only.
Greeks only.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to call the crew, y'all. Y'all can come to my skybox, Coach Jackson. Coach Shay, tell your wife she can holler at me for homecoming. I'll be up top.
So
y'all
we
gonna
see.
Hey, you know, this rough. Dog got a head start on me in the community for a year, but don't worry about it. I'm gonna get my dukes together.
Hey, it's, you know what? You have to get the minimum general mission season tickets, right? We have a sale going on and everything. The minimum is 100. The winner of, and I'm gonna talk about the leaderboard and all that, but the winner gets my skybox for homecoming.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Are we talking about general admission season tickets for which season?
Football.
Football.
This is
okay.
football. That's something totally different for basketball.
Yeah. That's the only reason why I'm asking. So I need clarity. So because I gotta make sure my people supporting Coach Shay.
Yes. It's gonna be for football, and then we have another challenge for basketball. I'm telling y'all, this is it. So we're gonna see everybody talk about how they're gonna support, what they're gonna do. We're gonna see who wins the. Now, I don't mind keeping it for homecoming. Trust me, I don't mind keeping it. However, this is an opportunity for everybody. So y'all good? I want y'all to stay on. I'm gonna pay the bills one more time. We're gonna do sponsors. Okay, the sponsors, we know Humble Bully. Again, we're not bullies, but don't push us. We're gonna do Fellowship of Faith Church. That's Pastor Gardner. You know, he talked about, I love my coaches. We love him too. We got Unseen Faith. That's by Tyler Renee. If you're looking for a 30-day fellowship, if you want a devotional for 30 days, you have to check it out. Unseen Faith. Then we got Inspired by TA. Inspired by TA. That's Tim Alexander. He said, I don't need it to be easy. I just need it to be possible. And then we have Let's Eat. Let's Eat. So make sure that you guys support. I'm going to close this out. Y'all know how I do. Remember, it's just a game. So be humble, stay humble, but most importantly, be your best. God bless. Peace.